The WNBA's dildo goes deeper than you think. Was he pun intended or not? Let's go.
The WNBA has a sex toy problem.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell.
Oh,
Actually from the crowd.
a yellow one.
The officials will say they will continue play. And
Jesus.
you can see the block right there. And the object comes that green.
Oh, straight cock. I can't believe this is real, bro. Like bro, it's sad that we have to come, like, bro, it's not fun. bro, bro, she making her eggs account, like, freak pics, Lil Tay. I figured it was a matter of time, bro, at this point. But, like, bro, oh my god, bro. What are we? Let's...
Bounces, and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly we're not sure where it came from. Yeah, and no one's picked the object up yet.
Damn, that was on national television, bro.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Now, unless you've been living under a
That's
rock, you've probably seen
fucked,
green
bro.
objects flying onto WNBA courts and making more of an impact than when Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese touched down into the league. Now, I myself, as a WNBA fan, an aficionado, and somebody who actually, you know, goes to the games and...
Oh, he's about to go in on whoever did this shit, bro. WNBA fan, aficionado, like, bro, this nigga has league passes, bro. That's insane, bro.
Stuff like that. This is some of the most
Put
disgusting
this on the second
things
channel,
in
please.
the
This is
world,
crazy.
and we
Oh, you know what's
actually
going
talk
there.
about it. The first toy shown
You
on
know
the
that.
screen was the first toy to hit
Job.
the scene, and I was actually in the building for this specific game. I'm not gonna lie, nobody knew what it was. It looked like a...
Chad, do you guys think he laughed when they threw that shit onto the court? Like, what do you think? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. He's probably one of them niggas that was just like, oh my god. He, like, deep down in his soul, he probably wanted to laugh, but I don't think he did. For sure, you think he laughed? I don't know, bro. I don't know. He be very safe with his takes and his life. I don't know.
glitch on the screen if you saw it from that angle watching the monitors in the stadium, and then it bounced off the court so quick, but it was a clutch game. And that was the first time anybody had thrown a toy at the game, and nobody really knew until we as participants of the arena left the game, and those at home knew from the jump that it was a toy. But just a very, very strange incident. That
Omar definitely let out a chuckle, but he had to play it cool. Nah, I could see that. I could see that. I don't see him bursting out laughing though. I really don't. I really don't. I'd say he'd get his privileges revoked for like being an officiary, whatever the fuck he is for that game. But I honestly don't think they would take that away from him. I'm gonna be honest. But
we thought was going to be a one-off, but honestly, no one could have saw what is to come over the next couple of days. Now, the first night, it was taken as
so this
some
is just
sort of
like
spectacle. It was laughed off. It was funny in the
so this
moment.
continuously
Some people
happened.
took it
Okay,
as a joke. Even WNBA players got into the act. Well, people didn't talk about too much at the time was that this is an act of harassment. That's exactly what it is. And since then, by my count, a total of 8 toys have been thrown or at least attempted to be thrown onto the court. There's even been times where it doesn't make it onto the court fully, hitting spectators in the stand.
Oh, why, bro? Why is it the same color every time, bro? Bro. Yeah. Big.
Onto the bleachers because somebody has a weak arm.
Yeah.
I would expect somebody weak to be doing these acts anyway.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? A dude got booked for sexual assault. I don't know if you've seen that at the games. He seems like the Moist Critical type. The thing is, with Moist Critical, he's just funnier, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. He's just funnier. Omar, he's not really the type. Like, he'll make jokes, but it's like uncle jokes, bro. You live with your parents, bro? Yeah, I do.
There's also been times where fans have been tackled in their attempts to do these things, and I should probably use the term fan very loosely because I don't know a fan of the game that would do this to the game.
I mean, I would expect you to.
Potential escalation point. After about the 3rd time of this happening, even WNBA players had to come out and speak on this. Sophie Cunningham tweeted out from her Twitter account, "Hey, stop throwing sex toys." She said, "You're going to hurt one of us." And you may have your opinions and feelings about Sophie Cunningham, but what's to happen next should not be taken lightly and is probably the most disgusting attempt out of all of them.
Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor.
Something just came onto the floor. Yeah. Yo, no. I can't. Like, you can't hide it at this point, bro. Like, This is stupid.
Oh,
I'm gonna treat it like it is. It's stupid. It is. Like, it's right in the middle of the court, bro. Yeah, she kicked it. Yo, bro.
Object that just flew in as the free throw was being.
In this fucking picture, bro. Like, come on, bro. No way that thing hit me. I can't read the whole thing. This nigga Cam is blocking it. I know they pissed off, but I can't help but laugh at it. Like, you can't, like, I'm just doing this for content at this point. Like, you have to be able to laugh at certain things, bro, because, like, you'll really walk around this world losing faith in humanity, bro. You have to laugh at shit like this, bro. It's the only way you could get through life. Like, this is the reality for people, bro. Like, I can't. Oh, God. Don't touch that thing, man. Come on.
That is right. The player that tweeted out, "Stop throwing these things on the court," actually got hit with one of these things being thrown on the court the literal next day. Now, that person ultimately did get arrested and charged with disorder.
Caden Lopez? Well, this is like a fucking... it's like a girl, bro. Looks like a stud. Looks like a white stud. Like, imagine bowling, completely locked in, and a dildo comes flying at you. Like, they don't have to imagine that, bro. That happened. Bro, like, the announcer, bro, you think he did it on purpose? Something just came onto the floor. Like, you didn't have to say that, bro. There's multiple ways you could have said that. A fan threw something onto the court. A fan tossed something, like, something came onto the, like... Bro, I'm sorry. He was looking... there's no way he wasn't looking for a moment. Maybe I'm just immature, bro, but, like, nigga, like, come on, bro. I'm gonna send you a reel about this on Insta. This specific thing? Go ahead.
Disorderly conduct and assault, which he definitely should have. Caden Lopez, age 18, and I'm gonna show his ugly fucking face here because what he's doing is.
He definitely looks like the type of person. Oh, that's a dude. Yeah, it looks like the type of person to do this for sure.
Situation that I've heard about where sex toys have been
probably bought tickets to every game too.
Nobody has been taken into custody. Hell, even when it happened at the game that I was at, I can remember people rushing into the crowd, but nobody finding them whatsoever. And it's crazy because the crowd and arena for the WNBA team that I do support is
cameras?
a very, very small crowd. But I guess maybe because we were part of the moment of being in a clutch game that we desperately needed to win in, which we caught an L, people weren't necessarily looking to the crowd, but more so into the game. This has been turned into a spectacle.
Bro, but like, it's still the WNBA, bro. Do they not have the budget of like cameras to like actually just go and see who exactly it is that tossed that shit into the crowd? Like, we're not in the Renaissance area. I could be wrong, but like, I'm just saying, he probably has 5 more at his house so he could come to these games and throw them at people. No, 100%. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the type of person that he is, he was going to keep doing this if he didn't get arrested. He had all his dildos and all his WNBA tickets lined up, bro. It's over. They play in NBA arenas, they gotta have cameras. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, well, I didn't know they played in NBA. I don't really, like, I'll be honest, I just don't know. But like, yeah, so why couldn't they just figure this out at first? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
That opens up deeper conversation as to how people feel about women's sports, women in general, these athletes,
sucks, though,
and many, many more things to be.
I'm not gonna lie, if this same nigga did this shit at an NBA game, not only would he be jumped by fans and security, like, security wouldn't just escort him out. They might just beat the shit out of him just for the sake of it, bro. God forbid that shit touch LeBron. LeBron? God damn, son. We got a few niggas put a knot on this nigga head, bro. I can't even front. What, bro? They just sent this nigga to jail? Like, what? NBA, bro? He would have got cooked. Liberty plays at Barclays, and that was the first clip? Okay. Okay, cool. What if the NBA makes a dildo and play into it for publicity? There are many reasons that that's not gonna happen. It'd be funny, but that's not gonna happen. I'm surprised they even, like, showed that shit on camera, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Talked about.
Now, just like everyone else,
they kind of had no choice, but
the
yeah,
green
you know.
dildos thrown on the court at the WNBA, and after the second incident,
Mini
I
clip
received
farm.
this email. August 2nd, from a fake Proton email account, says we're massive fans. We're the guys behind the WNBA dildo appearances, and trust me, we've got much more in store, and we want to give you the exclusive.
Anon Tickets 25. We are the guys behind the dildo appearance. Behind green dildos making surprise appearance. I'm sorry, like, it gets more unserious, bro.
Over the course
We're
of
here
my
for the
career, I
ride
got
at this
a
point, bro.
million emails that are fake and they're
So weird.
hoaxes, or they're people trying to go viral or take advantage of a story. I saw this. It piqued my interest, but I just wrote back and said, this seems suspect. However, just a couple days later, Tuesday, August 5th, dead of night,
KFC
12:07
at
a.m.,
Barstool
I get an
Sports.
email saying, you need proof that we're the dildo guys? Keep an eye on WNBA games tonight and MLB games tomorrow. And what happened that very night in the WNBA? Boom, a third dildo hits the court as Sophie Cunningham got sniped by the Green Dildo Bandits. And then today, August 6th, just
Bro,
an
like,
email-
I can't, it's not fun, bro, like, it's just, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Like, what, like, this is the world we live in, bro. The moment the WNBA gets a little bit popping, like, you have niggas out here hard scoping the players with green cocks, bro. Like, and these niggas, like, they're playing into it, bro. This shit is, like, I can't, bro. Sparky, are spray ground bags valid? I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I'm a grown man at this point, bro. No one in my circle wears spray grounds, but there's nothing wrong with them, bro. I still be seeing kids wearing them. I'm not sure, but like, bro, there'll be a green dildo subreddit in days. Honestly, bro, there probably already is one. Yo, Loki, you should check for that.
Said mere
See if that
hours
exists,
ago,
but delete your
I
search
checked
history
around
after
Major
that.
League Baseball games, and what do I see? A green dildo at the Miami Marlins game.
So as you can
Oh,
expect,
shit.
this thing has
So
been
there's really
popped up.
like a legion of niggas that are sniping people with green dildos, bro. Like, this is a cult at this point. This is bigger than life. Like, this is larger than life.
By some losers on the internet.
At least it's at the
trying to
MLB
make some
too, so
sort
you
of
know it's not-
spectacle out of every
yeah,
situation.
that's
A
no
very
better.
disrespectful
I'm gonna
one
shut up.
at that. And now they are going around championing and feeling themselves because they haven't been caught. It's crazy because I don't know who the guys are behind this, but the people that they're having perpetrate these acts are also a part of this loser community. It's strange how they've been able to galvanize these people across the internet, but boy oh boy, anything for 2 seconds of fame and continued lack of pussy for the rest of your life.
And so it turned out that the writer of this email was, in fact, the mastermind behind the Green Dildo movement. And so tomorrow on my podcast, KFC Radio, you can get a full interview with the main guy behind the Green Dildo pranks.
actually
Although,
gave him
spoiler
an
alert,
interview?
after listening to this guy, he's a fucking asshole, and you're gonna hate everything about the Green Dildo movement.
Right? Like, they create narratives around drama.
This is something that was choreographed, well thought out, and in a lot of regards successful. Look, y'all are looking at it, right? Y'all are looking at it. Y'all are looking at it, bro. This is the life we live now, y'all. Chat. This is the life we live. If people were able to get more jobs, I don't think this would be a problem.
Like,
They
oh,
got a
these
dildo
girls
throwing
don't
cult
like
in the Big 25. Like, this is where we're at, y'all. This is where we're
each
at.
other. These
I
girls,
can't
this
compete,
girl's
yo.
fighting this girl. It's less about the actual game and what's happening, and more about the chaos within the sport, right?
Right.
Like, if you look at what we've done, we've brought more attention to the WNBA than $100 million marketing campaign.
Yeah, but bro, everything you just described is what you're doing.
Unfortunately, he's right. I'm scared to go to any sports game. Oh, buddy, I'd be scared too, man. I'd be scared too. Being viral for being the nigga that actually got hit with the dildo, bro, that's a different type of virality, and it's quite frankly is not the type that I'm looking for, bro. Grown men be walking around with a lip trying to sneak them into the arena. Man, this is where we're at, yo.
You're not bringing attention to the WNBA like their sport. You're bringing attention because you're throwing dicks at them.
The Green Dildo guys have convinced themselves that they are part of a revolution, that they are revolutionizing internet.
I knew it. I knew it. So I wish I said this, bro, because there was like a brief 3 seconds of intermission of thought where I was like, yo, bro, this is going to be used to promote some sort of a meme coin, bro. Lo and behold. Oh my god. This is being compared to Pepe, Shiba. Like, they're really trying to bring this to the moon, y'all. They're really trying to bring this shit to the moon.
Comedy and the financial world of crypto coins, all because they've been running around town throwing dicks at people. It was one of the more delusional conversations I've ever had in my life. Like, in their minds, they think this is Fight Club. They're like V for Vendetta. These guys like genuinely believe that they are financially, comedically, and intellectually superior to everyone when they've just been running around throwing dicks at WNBA players.
Oh, so this is like a...
I mean, you know, the sad thing is, I don't think they actually think that, bro, but the reality is what they're doing in some regard is working, unfortunately, and so it's like, and it's niggas like this that give them a platform. Not to say that he's wrong for it. I probably would have done the same shit for engagement, but like, you know, you shit on them, but in that same light, you're giving them what they want, man. It sucks. It sucks. Is the green dildo guy going to run for president? Well, I think he should, right? But unfortunately, he's only like 18. So, you know, it's going to take him some years, quite a few years, before he'll be able to run for president. There's a green dildo subreddit. It has been around for 5 years. Is it in connection to, like, this same conglomerate right here? Because low-key, like, this might have been, like, really, really premeditated. Like, yo, 5 years is a long time. 5 years ago was 2020. They've been playing, yo, it seems like it, bro. It seems like it. This is why, like, they might not really lose, truly, bro, because, like, there was a lot of time put into this.
You've just been running around throwing dicks at WNBA players.
Oh, so this is like a protest, a statement of, you know, peace and really making a stance. Tiananmen Square, the Montgomery bus boycott, Selma. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're a loser. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's crazy if you listen to his actual reasoning behind all this stuff, why they're doing this, and it also being attached to the meme coins and the
I don't want to check
market,
if it's tied in.
Fair, this
fair.
dude is nothing but a damn loser. Now, at this point, the WNBA had to, or at least try to do something, which they came up with an idea that I thought was...
How do you even address this,
I guess,
in a way that...
being at those WNBA games, they don't do much pat down. It's like any other security measure. It's just a normal gate where they have a metal detector and then they kind of take your bag around the metal detector, whatever the case may be, potentially
need a
pass it
plastic
through, wave a
detector
wand
now.
around it, etc.
Silicone.
It's clear bag policy like anything else, but they've decided to go no bag policy, seemingly attempting to, you know, subdue anybody trying to sneak in anything. If you have a hoodie, they're going to take your hoodie anyway, take your jacket off, feel up your jacket, whatever the case may be. And that was supposed to be, at least what I thought, a good way to stop this situation from happening until last night.
Start in the third quarter.
How did they bypass it now?
Turnovers.
Oh, purple one. Oh,
why did the camera people keep panning to it?
Chicago started this game so strong.
Oh my God. Now that filter got it, bro. They about to be walking around. They about to be walking with limbs, bro. Like, are they going to start checking if we have stuff up our ass? I don't think it'll ever get that serious. I don't think it'll ever get that serious. Even in the NBA, bro, they might do that. You know, who knows? But I really, really doubt it, man. I really doubt it. I think if you had to like have a search done in your ass or like any of your nether regions to get into WNBA games, honestly, I still don't think the demographic would change that much. Honestly, I was gonna say it would, but I don't. Yeah, might not. Shit.
No way, bro.
Might be less people in the seats, quite frankly.
But 2 sex toys were thrown onto the court. I don't know how they got it in, but if they took it in the backside, that's a little bit commendable.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
probably asking yourself, this time it was...
I hope the ref put on a glove before touching that, bro.
Well, that's because Polymarket, the betting gambling site, has put in, you know, prop bets for all the different colors of meats that can touch the court in the WNBA game. Now, I do see many of people coming down on the WNBA and saying, yo, they are not cracking down hard enough on these situations at all. But to be honest with you,
what are you supposed to do, bro? Like, you're already an industry losing money. Now you have to take more precaution to alienate people and make niggas that already come to your games that don't really want to come to your games less, bro. Like, it's not really a right way to go about this, bro. Unfortunately, like it's, you know, when you're losing money, you can't really take too many chances as far as alienating your audience and making them not want to come to your games, bro. It ain't so much you could really do. I'm not trying to get pat on the behind to watch Angel Reese get rebounds. Yeah, I mean, you put it in more simpler terms, bro. Like, you don't want to make it harder for people that already aren't coming to your games when you're not making money. That's where they're at with it, man. There's no way. There's no right way. Somebody getting hurt from touching it? I'd hope not, you know, but yeah.
I don't know which more you can do. They have a clear bag policy. They went to a no bag policy. They take a lot of security measures, everything besides doing strip searches and pat downs. I mean, if these guys are willing to jam it up their
like anything
stars to bring it into the game,
it's just gonna happen. No one's doing nothing about that.
People who even threaten to bring a sex toy onto the court of a WNBA game.
I went over to a Fascinations today.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking about going to the Phoenix Mercury game tonight. And I bought a dildo. I mean, I'm going to bring it to the game tonight. I don't know if I'm going to throw it because I don't want to go to jail. But just having a dildo and walking into a WNBA game is pretty sad.
This nigga's goofy as hell.
I got myself a Dasani. I was going to sit down and watch Sophie Cunningham. Her return back to the Footprint Center.
I'm surprised they even barred him from the game.
I was, told to exit the building. Security came up to me and they said, "You have a free upgrade to courtside." I go, what's going on here? You gotta be pranking me. I get pulled outside of section 122 and they basically flagged me for making alleged threats to throw a dildo on the court. Now, listen,
I mean,
I respect the WNBA. I respect the craft of the game of basketball.
I mean, do you really, nigga? Like, why would you even say something like? Because the thing is, I get making jokes. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'd probably make a joke about this shit too and pop up to an NBA game. But there was nothing indicating that you weren't actually gonna do that. It's not even like you made a general joke about the fact that it happened, nigga. You literally went to the store, bought a dildo, which is already some level of commitment, right? You're spending money. It takes time to go do shit like that, and we're supposed to just believe that you wouldn't do that? Like, I know. He should get packed out. I can imagine Gen Z parents with their kids hoping they catch a dildo from their seats. I have absolutely nothing to say about that statement, man. I hope not, bro. That's about it. Grown-ass men, by the way. No, literally, bro. Like, you're not about to tell me you were a fan of the WNBA and you did shit like this. Like, I just... Ah, man.
Too much to do that. So I would never throw a dildo, number one, on the court. Number two, I would never bring one in, seriously. It's just
they had no way to know that
I'll walk into a sex shop at 10 a.m. for the bit. But as far as actually going through with that, I've played at the highest level myself, not in the NBA, but the NHL.
At least you got your engagement, buddy.
I respect the game too much to actually throw things at players, nor would that ever cross my mind, so...
No shit, Sherlock. They should kick you out of the game. First and foremost, I'm concerned about you and your health, safety, and well-being because you have a canned Dasani water. What kind of...
Canned Dasani? That's something you... Like, bro, that water's already trash, my nigga. Like, you went out of your way to find a canned version of that probably tastes way worse? Jesus Christ. Niggas be drinking anything. I knew it was clipped when it, like... There's mad good water brands out there, bro. Saratoga, goddamn, Mountain Valley, Icelandic, Poland Spring if you live in New York. Niggas go out of their way to buy water called Liquid Death. Like, I don't know, bro. People really just be doing shit for the aesthetic. They kicked him out because the dildo was not green. Loki, that's a good observation. Nah, purple dildo made it onto the court, though. But then again, that's the one that might have went up somebody's ass. So if you really think about it, yo, this is like another variation of like the purple versus green in GTA Online, bro. Fiji. Not even Fiji. I'm not a huge fan of Fiji. I think it's overrated. But yeah, bro, canned Dasani, bro, crazy.
Maybe you like lead in your water. I don't know, but double the lead, that's too much. That's crazy. But second of all, yeah, this is what it looks like when the WNBA starts taking things seriously. You can't get mad at it. You as a professional athlete on a podcast should not be playing victim here in this situation. That's very palm-colored of you. You should know better. If you quote-unquote respected the game, that's not even something that you should be taking as a joke. This is actual harassment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually getting hit with this. This is actual assault.
When I saw the first green dildo be thrown on the court, My first reaction, I was like a lot of the public, that it was kind of funny a little bit, only because it was just so shocking and unexpected. When a second green dildo was thrown at the court during a WNBA game, I didn't find it funny at all.
Yeah, you know, it becomes very misogynistic at a certain point, man. Unfortunately, even the first time, because you know, this shit not gonna happen at an NBA game. That's just the reality. Like, the NBA and WNBA have been around for a long time. Like, and it happened at a WNBA game first. Like, it is what it is. So it really sucks. I deadass feel bad for women. It's bad enough they're already fighting to get more money than they feel like they deserve to be paid. Now you gotta worry about getting smacked with silicone in the middle of your fast break. Like, this shit is crazy, yo. Like, you feel me? You gotta be DL to do this shit for real? You'd think so, man, but, like, I don't know, man. DL or a D1 troll. That's wild how people are saying the first green dildo. Yeah, you know, it's a really unfortunate time in life we came to, bro.
Didn't like it at all.
Oh, wow. The first one shouldn't have been funny, but, you know, we're here now. That's the problem with today's internet climate. I saw a tweet on Twitter.
There's nothing that people aren't willing to do to be funny.
Clicks, likes, and views. People rushed to this situation after the first game and made it funny, made it memeable, made it laughable, talked about it. Even the way that the camera work was done at the WNBA game, showing the sex toy on the screen, made it something to be a spectacle of. But it's not funny. It never was funny. It should have never been taken funny, and it shouldn't have been
Not funny, yeah, it's subjective, buddy.
Amplified to this.
Sucks though, definitely does suck, but
in arena, the people that were working the event did not think it was funny at all. They were actually fuming like hell. But now, because it's been made the meme of the week, hell, the meme of the month at this.
That's because they knew what it was hitting for after that, bro. They knew. They could go viral because, you know, their home team is winning a game, but instead they're going viral because of degeneracy. This sucks. Why do I have to grow up with this shit? And after my mid-ass childhood, I have to get a job. You're not even guaranteed that in this climate, man, unfortunately. I ain't even gonna sit there and lie to you, my brother. But yeah, believe it or not, there was life before this. Not even 2022 Jadion thought of this, bro. That's all I was saying, like, and they shat on him for what he did, but, and it's like, it was fucked up to a degree, because it's like beating a nigga while he down, bro. You know these girls is trying to fight to be taken more seriously. You went to the game and you slept at it. Funny, yes, but, like, in the grand scheme of what that means, you know, punch up, you know, make fun of a rich guy. Don't, it sucks. But this is just like a whole nother level, bro. This is just like fucked up on multiple levels. Like, they're already fighting and battling to be taken seriously, and then you basically just set them back at least 15 years, bro. 15 internet years. It's sad.
It's allowed copycat offenders and other bad actors to blow it to the proportion where, like I said, there's prop betting websites that are taking serious money lines on what the next color is, when it'll be thrown, who it'll hit, etc., etc.
Obviously, guys,
unfortunately, there's money to be made off of this.
And I just want to comment on this has been going.
Minnesota Lynx. This looks like a African Timberwolves shirt, bro. What the fuck?
On for centuries. The sexualization of women. This is the latest version of that.
What up, Monkey?
It should not be the butt of jokes on any radio shows or in print or in any comments. The sexualization of women is what's used to hold women down. And this is no different. This is just its latest sport.
It's not wrong, unfortunately. There is a reason that this happened at a WNBA game and not a NBA game.
We're not the butt of the joke.
How you doing? I'm straight. What's good, Monkey? How you doing?
Waiting on my platform.
What's going on? Long story short, bro, niggas is going to WNBA games and then throwing dildo. Yeah, you got it, bro. Every time I have to say the word dildo, a piece of my soul dies, bro, and I don't really know why I feel like that.
platform for a little while now because I fear for the potential of copycat viewers watching it,
You're free to
then going
speculate.
out into public and repeating the spectacle. I fear for the comment section that is going to be lighten up, this is funny, etc., etc., and I don't want to be a part of that. Although we do have a pretty good audience over here, I will say. There's been a bunch of incidents lately of women getting sexualized, sexually assaulted, and other things like that, and it's actually disgusting. Shouts out to 4D Shams who put out a recent video, The Public Gooning Epidemic, which is a crazy title, but it's exactly what it is stating. People are actually ejaculating, men are ejaculating onto women in public. What's wrong with
I remember some shit happened like that like a year ago or something, bro. That shit was fucked. Like, that woman dead ass started crying. Like, she didn't even know what to do. That shit, oh my, that's just, oh, God. And that's why, like, it's hard because, like, when shit like this happens, bro, yes, inherently, it do be funny, but, like, you know this leads to and is egged on by people that do weird shit like that, bro. Like, there's people that can just laugh at situations like that and move on and not feel the need to go to a WNBA game with a fucking a 9-inch. And then there's the people that just, like, they just take that and then it's just like, oh yeah, women, we could just do this to them and then there's whatever. And then they just, like, that's why it's hard, because it's like, yo, I guess it's funny. But when you know that laughing at shit like that leads to and eggs on people to do worse things to women, bro, it really kind of just, it sucks, man. It sucks. It really does suck. I'm surprised people ain't throwing colored dildos at LeBron. Well, the reason they're not doing that is because they get the shit beat out of them and they get put in jail on top of that, bro. You think that's happening to LeBron? No, LeBron's a millionaire. You can't, like, be honest, if LeBron gets injured, ratings go down. People stop watching. What? That nigga will probably get exiled, crucified, castrated. Never would happen. Never. Ever, ever, ever. That shit kind of sad, though. No, it is. The grand scheme, it's sad. It is.
I don't know how else to say this, but this is just disgusting, harmful, and wrong. And I'm surprised there haven't been more super harsh stances and harsh criticisms coming from major figures in public mainstream society.
Yeah, low key, like, you know, like LeBron could put out a tweet like, hey guys, this is LeBron James. Stop throwing dildos at the girls in the WNBA, please. This message has been approved by the LA, like, you know, something, you know, like, it's a little quiet. Like, I didn't even know this shit happened until, like, I hopped on stream, yo. My second stream of the day, actually. At that, you get executed if you threw a footer at LeBron. Hell yeah. Do anything at LeBron, nigga. If you even made a hand gesture insinuating that you would throw something at him, you'd be put in a box, bro. To be honest, it's sad because they are girls. You don't need to like the women NBA. That's too far. No, 100%. 100%. Like, as funny as it is, man, it sucks, bro. It really does suck. There's a reason this is happening to women, bro, not men.
Told to stay hush-hush about it because it'll bring more eyes to the spectacle of the action. But this is where I'm gonna
what up,
have
Riz?
people accountable. Hey,
welcome
Adam
to
Silver, hey LeBron
the Spark
James,
Plug.
Hey Donald Trump, Patrick Mahomes, hey whoever is a big major player out there, Steph Curry, whatever the case may be. This is the time to step up and speak about how despicable this sort of behavior is. The Stephen A. Smiths of the world, which I think Stephen A. Smith has spoke about it, so don't hold me to that one. But yeah,
Stephen A.
this is
Smith.
despicable. This is disgusting. There should be real ramifications behind all of this. There should be public shamings. There should be a spectacle about you being a piece of shit person. Maybe I'm a little bit passion driven in this sort of conversation, but I just don't like this shit. Period, point blank, full stop. These people should have super harsh punishments, not only from the WNBA, but the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, any sort of concerting events. So from Live Nation, whatever it may be, these people should be banned, and then they should also face severe fines.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, that's a fact. Stop throwing dildos at NBA games, y'all. It's not cool. Playboy Cardi dropping soon. Message approved by 00 Opium 00. Yo, don't tell me Cardi's burner is in my Twitch stream telling me that he's gonna drop of all people. Oh my god.